people were wondering. Um, Outfit selection, dress selection, I guess prom edition, right? Very similar to what we do with Kaylin's, I guess her normal closet, is we've digitized her closet. So a little bit different when we're shopping. With Kaylin, I've learned, actually I really like the phrasing. There's a lot of little, more than catchphrases. I had done some pod training with Allie Steers. And I just kind of love some of her catchphrases and how she talks about the way that, especially kids, right? She treats a lot of kiddos that have very complex bodies. It's her thing. This is where, I mean, we got to meet some of the folks that she works with, and I personally know people that go to Allie. So I've been watching Allie for a really long time and finally was able to take a training. But Kaylin has a reliable yes and a very reliable no. A very reliable no. Because we only expect her to say no once. We don't need it over and over. We don't need it to be 4 different ways for us to trust a no. So, shopping. Kaylin does love a good Instagram moment. So sometimes I think she's drawn to music, right? As she has found different stylists or like Instagram content creators, things like that, where it's like, yeah, man, look at this, right? Does she have a vision impairment? Yes. Yes, she does. And she still enjoys pop culture. So a lot of it is auditory. She does have some functional vision. So it's a lot of work for her to do it, but she's very motivated by fashion. Yeah. I mean, she makes the choices that she makes. Like, at some point, I've got to stop trying to figure out, oh, did she mean to? It's so much easier to just, well, of course she meant to. It's intentional. It's a lot of work for her to make a choice, whether she's using verbal to say, yes, I like it. Like, oh my, like we've seen some of her reaction and she's got a lot of verbal language. So we trust it. We also know her body language. We also have an AAC device, and we're about to have a pod book. So she's got a lot of ways that she can communicate, and that doesn't turn off when she is very motivated by some of her special interests or hobbies, right? So fashion's a big one for her, and of course she uses a lot of auditory with it, and we basically kind of narrow down the dresses so that we can kind of look, and she kind of shows me the vibe. And I have other friends that have typical teens, so guess what? They tell me where to shop. They tell me, hey, here's a new artist that Kaylin might like. But we also listen to the radio. So Kaylin is hearing current pop culture sounds or things like that, or you can find up and coming artists on well, we used to use Spotify. So yeah, we've had to move all our playlists over to, I actually really like Spotify more than the others though. So anyways, we're trying some of the other apps. But what is really exciting is during all of this, and yes, it's extra work. Yes, I have to program, pages and choices and things like that into her device. I mean, I don't do it everywhere because I'm not going to make her choose it online and then make her choose it again. But yeah, we're rating things. She gets to see it online. She gets to rate it. And then the top ratings, that's what we end up choosing, right? And the online closet app that we use can also handle kind of like the inspiration side of it, of like, ooh, I like this. And then it can find other options where you can shop. So that's kind of what it looks like. We have added into the mix. We don't use them all the time, but the Meta AI glasses that we took on for her senior project, that's part of it, right? Is this accessibility feature that, I mean, it really should be marketed to just blind people, blind and deaf, really. No, I don't think we need to make content creators' jobs easier. While we're peeling back funding and research and all the things. No, I don't think we need to make content creators' jobs easier. With my whole chest. I don't care how people make money, but supporting that industry specifically, I don't think is doing good. So, those glasses can help. So they can describe dresses and things like that for Kaylin. But so can Be My Eyes. And that's an app that relies on volunteers, and that I feel a lot better about. And that's just me personally. That's me personally. And I love tech. I love tech. And